innovation that excites. Shop ChooseNissan.com.
This is KCTV5 News at 9.
This is it. Game 7 of the World Series baseball Super Bowl, so to speak. The whole city supporting the boys in blue, and a win tonight, and they can hoist the World Series trophy once again in Kansas City. With 29 years of frustration and suffering under everyone's belt, this town is ready to erupt in celebration. We have live team coverage at Kauffman Stadium and throughout the metro, but we begin with KCTV5's Brad Stevens with a game update at the K. Brad?
Hey, Karen. Well, nobody said winning the World Series would be easy, and this certainly doesn't look like it's going to be easy tonight. Let's go straight to the scoreboard right now. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning, and you want to talk about drama and tension at the K. 3-2, the Giants have the lead. We've got a man on base, and look who's in the game. Madison Bumgarner, the Giants' Royal killer. He's in the game, but he hasn't looked good so far. He's given up a hit, and so you want to talk about – you can cut the tension at the K right now with a knife. I just came out of the K, and Bumgarner is what everyone was talking about tonight. The fans are afraid of him. They're afraid that he's going to be the Royals slayer. Let's just see. But right now, the Royals down 3-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Well, let's talk about the fans who have come out to the K tonight. There have been all kinds of activities outside of Kauffman Stadium, and a really cool idea that was initiated by a mom and her daughter. For more on that, we go now to Josh Marshall. Josh?
Hey, Brad. Well, all day you've been on air talking to people about soaking this whole Game 7 up and really enjoying it. So I talked to a couple fans who are really soaking it up in a creative way. The Muntz family tailgate has made every Royals postseason game.
I had to drive. I was able to come back by flight for one of the games in the postseason, but then I had to just drive back for the World Series. I got to be at every game. So
now the Muntzes are creating a memory they'll never forget.
So this morning, Robin sends me a text and says, how about if we put up a board and let people say they're happy to be at the World Series?
John Muntz is their leader. He threw this idea together just hours before first pitch.
She went online and found a company here on 40 Highway in Independence. They said, a couple hours, we can have it ready for you. What do you want it to say?
I thought it was a clever idea, and I haven't been back here since 1985.
Now, the Muntz family will remember these moments forever.
We hope to be able to bring this back out and celebrate more great seasons in the future.
And check this out. John tells me that if his plans go through to build a new house, that wall just might be the centerpiece of his entire build. Live from the K, Josh Marshall, KCTV5 News. Brad.
All right, thanks, Josh. That's a lot of fun. Okay, it's still 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th. Madison Bumgarner still on the mound. We do have the Royals have a base runner on second base, so fingers crossed here at Kauffman Stadium. Well, I know there's a lot of nervous Royals fans right now down at Power and Light. That's where our Erica Talon is. Erica, take it away.
Well, Brad, this is the biggest watch party at Power and Light since the World Cup, and they're even saying that the World Cup watch party was a lot smaller than this. Now, this place is so packed in here that they are turning people away. They're not letting anybody else in, and it started filling up very fast. By 5 p.m., there was a line flowing outside the complex to get in. The security guards were strictly carding fans at the gates and turning around any minors who were not with an adult. By 6 o'clock tonight, they gated off the front entrances near the stage, and we're telling people to head to the back entrances or go upstairs if they wanted to be a part of the party. Eventually, disappointed fans were telling us that they were not allowed in per fire marshal's orders because the place had just reached full capacity.
This is absolutely crazy. We came for the World Cup, and we did not have to wait in line. We got right in. I can't believe how many people are here for this.
I'm not disappointed because to get turned away from being at this game right now or this viewing is a good thing. That means the whole city is here to support the team.
And other fans were also telling us that they tried to go to neighboring bars, the bars surrounding Power and Light, but those were also at full capacity. And I'm sure the bars at Westport are just as packed. For more on that, we're going to take it to Betsy Webster. Betsy?
what things look like here. Would you look at this? The place is packed. This is the biggest crowd that they have had since this place has opened up in March of this year. And, you know, one of the door guys told me that people started lining up outside as early as 2:30 this afternoon, even though the bar didn't open up until 4 o'clock. It was one in, one out several times tonight, just like you had your experience. This place was at capacity, but it has varied from being at capacity to having room throughout the night. Most people we met here were excited not just about the game, but also about the bigger, broader impact of all of this. That is that this series has put little humble Kansas City on the map.
It's been such an incredible opportunity for our city. It's such an honor to host the World Series here in Kansas City. And, you know, it's one of those things to have all of our fans out enjoying the series and go Royals.
It's been incredible. I mean, tonight's great. I haven't seen fans like this in a long time out in this area, and we're just enjoying the time. You know, it's Game 7, Kansas City. Who'd have thought?
And when you take a look at all the blue out here tonight, I'll tell you, as I've been covering these games from various different locations in the city, even just kind of wandering around on my time off, I have noticed people of all different backgrounds, all different opinions, and they are all of one opinion about something, and that has been something really neat to see here in this city. Brad, back to you.
Oh, Betsy, you're absolutely right. It's brought together the entire metro, the entire community. It's just such a great, phenomenal thing to see here what the Royals have done in the World Series. All right, let's talk about another fan right now that I want to introduce you to. He's an 88-year-old fan who's cheering the Royals on from his hospital bed tonight. He's a lifelong Royals fan, and his name is 88-year-old John Cunningham. Now, a picture of him rooting for the Royals from his hospital bed went viral. His grandson tweeted this photo, and the picture was shared around the world.
It's sincere. There's sincere joy in his eyes. He's had a really hard time, and we're just happy to see him with a quality of life and enjoying something.
Wow, how about that? He is in the intensive care unit, and he is a huge Royals fan. And, you know, it's stories like that that really bring this down to earth, isn't it? It's, you know, we're talking about a game here, and the fans are excited, and then you hear a story about John Cunningham, and you wish him the best. All right, it is still 3-2. The Royals are trailing the Giants, Karen. So I'll tell you what, I talked about nervous energy before the game. That hasn't subsided a bit for any of the fans inside the K and all of the fans who are watching the game tonight. Karen, back to you.
You're right. We can feel it here, too. Thank you, Brad. We'll be checking in with you a little bit later. In the meantime, weather's not something we've had to worry about. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist Chris Suchan to find out what the temperature is out at the K. There's kind of a chill in the air, Chris.
Yeah, it's in the lower 50s right now, but the coldest air of the season ready to blast through the area, show you how much colder it's about to get, and when we'll see a widespread freeze. Your forecast just ahead.
Also still ahead, 2 people inside a Johnson County bank caught up in a frightening robbery. New details up next. Plus, a baby boy is in the hospital after a television fell on him. We'll show you how it happened.
You're watching KCTV.